to the Euros. What is it? It's such a headache for Gareth Southgate. He got 23 he can take to the Euros. How many do you add up there when you're talking about the
so as the game was coming near the end, as Peter and I started putting names, and I started saying, you know, who Kane was saying, OK, who could play up there alongside Kane? And I've got about 12 names, you know. It's quite crazy. You know, you've Grealish, you've Sancho, Maddison's there, Mount, Sterling, Foden, Rashford, Bellingham. Do you want me to keep going?
and then you choose those players, Damien, and then and you whittle it down, and then you decide, well, how the hell am I going to play them?
Absolutely. I mean, whittling it down will be, it's difficult, but it'll be the easiest part. The really tricky part will come when the games come. You know, and he needs to get the combination right, because he can't just pick his best 7 attackers, put them on the pitch and say, go and win me the game. You know, he's used a variety of shapes and formations over the Nations League and the Europa qualifying groups as well. Played 3 at the back, played 3-4-3, 3-5-2. So he really has broadened his kind of his catchment for players. So the combination is going to be key. And when you have that much of a choice, sometimes you can overthink it, you can over-egg it.
And I haven't even gone into the deeper part of midfield, because I've got another 7 or 8
That's
for
a
that
long
role.
list you've written out there. But is he going to regret giving so many players a chance over the last couple of years? Because there's going to be a lot of people left upset when the 23-man squad is made.
Yeah, but all managers are tough enough to do that, and it'll just be one of those things. He certainly pulled no punches in leaving Trent Alexander-Arnold out, for instance, you know, and it was a big shock, but he just felt, no, OK, I think there's people who deserve to be in instead.
Was that the right decision, do you think?
It's a great problem to have, and it was a right decision. Trent's not been up to scratch. The one position where they are fully loaded is right back. They've got a lot of options there. So, look, but the rocket maybe that Trent needs to get himself refocused, and he still has time to get himself back. And if he gets back anywhere near his best, he will be back in this England squad, definitely. But, you know, I can't reiterate enough the selection for the games, especially the big games, because you only get one go at it. When they get to the knockout stage of that tournament, you can't get it wrong, because you can get it wrong for the first half and change at half time, and the opposition can be out of sight. You won't get it back. It can be very, very difficult. So, you know, we're talking real cutting-edge decisions at tricky times, and that is where the game will be won and lost for Southgate.
Are they real contenders for the Euros?
I think they're contenders. I think they're not perfect, they're not flawless, they got a couple of issues. I think goalkeeper might be a serious issue for them. I think centre-back might be. You know, John Stones, I think, should play if he maintains his form. Then alongside him was Michael Keane, Harry Maguire. I'm not really sure. If you put Harry Maguire in your team, can you play?
You've Cody, Mings,
well, there you go,
players who he likes. He's got an embarrassment riches everywhere. As you talk about deep-line midfield players, you know, the Hendersons, the Rice of these world. Ward-Prowse is doing well. Lingard, you know, there's so many of them coming into this team. You know, we'll talk about fullbacks and wingbacks now. Like, there's 35 who are hoping they're going on you know, to the Euros, and he's got to pick 23, probably 3 goalkeepers, which is the norm. So there's going to be a lot of disappointed. There's going to be as many disappointed people as there are happy people, and that's, I suppose, that's the end result for Gareth Southgate's, I suppose, way of doing his job here, bringing this competition into play, getting everybody right at it, and making it peak at the perfect time. His biggest problem might be making sure he picks the right players to go. Yeah. He may leave people behind who could have done it.
I could see someone like Eric Dyer going, because he covers both positions. You know, might not be the best centre back or the best holding midfield player, but he could come in as a 4th choice centre back or a 3rd choice defensive midfield